How your environment security control your life. Imagine two people walking up at exactly the same time. They have the same age, the same intelligence, and almost the same opportunities. But one becomes focused, disciplined, and successful, while the other remains distracted, exhausted, and stuck in the same place. What makes the difference? You might say motivation, you might say talent, you might say luck. But there is another powerful force quietly shaping both lives every single day. Their environment. Your environment is not just the room you live in, it is the people you talk to, the content you consume, the sound around you, the habits that surrounded you, and even the things you see repeatedly. And most importantly, your environment is constantly teaching your brain what is normal. Think about your phone. You do not have to consciously decide to check it every few minutes. A notification appears, you pick it up. One video becomes 5 minutes become 30, and suddenly you wonder where your time went. You may think you have a discipline problem, but your environment was designed to capture your attention. Now imagine changing the environment. Your phone is placed in another room. Your desk is clean. Your workspace contains only the things related to your goal. Suddenly, focusing becomes easier. Nothing magical happened inside your brain. You simply remove the trigger fighting against your attention. This is the hidden power of environment. Your surrounding constantly send signals to your brain. A messy room can signal chaos. A television playing in the background can signal entertainment. A group of people consistently complaining can make rejectivity feel normal, but a quiet workplace, meaningful books, disciplined people, and clear goals can send completely different signals. Your brain adapted to what it repeatedly experiences. That means your environment can either strengthen the person you want to become or reinforce the person you are trying to escape. There was once a man who desperately wanted to become a writer. Every morning he told himself, "Today I will finally write." But every morning he opened his laptop and saw dozens of notifications. His phone was beside him. Social media was one click away. The television was running in the background. His family constantly interrupted him, and every evening he blamed himself. "I have no discipline." One day, instead of trying to become more motivated, he changed his environment. He moved his desk near a window. He removed unnecessary apps from his phone. He kept his phone outside the room while writing. He created a simple rule. For 1 hour every morning, nothing exists except the work. The first few days were difficult, but gradually something changed. His brain began associate that place with writing. When he sat at the desk, his mind naturally became more focused. He had not discovered a secret productivity trick. He had simply stopped fighting his environment, and this is where many people misunderstand personal growth. They keep trying to build stronger willpower while living inside environments that constantly attack it. They want to eat healthy while keeping junk food everywhere. They want to read books while spending hours scrolling. They want peace while surrounding themselves with constant drama. They want success while spending most of their time with people who mock ambition. Willpower matters, but environment often determines how much willpower you need. The good news is that you do not have to completely change your life overnight. Start small, change what you see, change what you hear, change what you consume, change where you work, and pay attention to the people you spend the most time with. Because human beings are deeply influenced by social environments. If everyone around you believes that failure is shameful, you may become afraid to try. If everyone around you constantly complains, negativity may become your default language. But if you surround yourself with people who learn, build, improve, and take responsibility, their behavior slowly becomes a reference point for your own. Your brain, you beginning thinking differently, not because they forced you to change, but because your brain learned a new definition of normal. And there is another environment that most people forget: your digital environment. Your social media feed is an environment too. Every video you watch teaches the algorithm what to show you next. If you constantly consume anger, comparison, gossip, and meaningless entertainment, your digital world will eventually become a reflection of those choices. But if you feed with education, creativity, discipline, science, business, and inspiring ideas, your digital environment begins working for you instead of against you. So ask yourself a simple question: what is my environment training me to become? Look around your room, look at your phone, look at your conversation, look at your daily routine, look at the people whose opinion influence you. Then ask, it is this environment helping my future self or keeping my old self alive? Because sometimes you do not need a new personality. You do not need more motivation. You do not need to wait for the perfect moment. You simply need to change the signal surrounding you. Your environment is silently shaping your thoughts. Your thoughts shape your action. Your action shapes your habits, and your habits eventually shape your life. So, if you want to change your life, do not only change what you think, change what sounds you, because the person you become tomorrow is often being created by the environment you chose today. Your surroundings are speaking to your brain every single day. Make sure they are telling it a story worth becoming.